correlation and regression. These are the definitions for scatterplot and for correlation. The variables. The independent variable is represented by x and can be controlled or manipulated. The dependent variable is represented by y and cannot be controlled or manipulated. In example 1, our independent variable is the number of hours a student studied prior to their exam, and the dependent variable is the scores that they got on their exam. Example 2. In this, our independent variable is the amount of water given to each plant, and the dependent variable is the growth of the different plants. Example 3. In this, the independent variable is the number of hours the employee slept the night before, and the dependent variable is his job performance at the night.
There are 4 types of relationships: a positive linear relationship, negative linear relationship, curved linear relationship, and no relationship at all. When constructing a scatterplot, you want to follow these 4 steps. Do this example in your notebook in order to construct and identify a relationship of the scatterplot. This is what the scatterplot should look like and have a positive linear relationship. In correlation, statistics use correlation coefficient to determine the relationship between 2 things. When there's a strong linear relationship, R will be closer to +1. If there's a negative linear relationship, it will be closer to -1. If there's no linear relationship, it will be closer to 0. Here are some visual examples. These are the properties of linear correlation coefficient that should be followed. These are the assumptions for the correlation coefficient that are necessary to be met in order to proceed.
This is the formula for R, for the linear correlation coefficient. Please do 10.4 example 1 in your notebook. This is the R value you should get. Please do example 2 in your notebook. This is the R value you should get. Please do example 3 in your notebook from 10.6. This is the R value you should get. This is a checklist for R value problems. If all these steps are done, you should receive the correct R value.
Hypothesis testing procedure includes these 5 steps. Down below is the t-test formula for correlation coefficient. Do example 10.7 in your notebook and you'll find these results. Now do 10.8 in your notebook and you'll find these results.
Application to ice cream sales. So using the examples from previous slides, I was able to calculate the R value, critical value, and the test value, and they made a scatter plot with the data, and you can see a positive linear correlation. So applying this to the germination rates, we can use scatter plots and correlation to see the visuals and just understand, for scientists to understand what their data is explaining, and then the outcome if there's a positive or negative linear correlation.